Alright, we have finally made it to the Millennial episode 10. Is that what it is? Millennial?
I don't know. That's like, I'm not a millennial, so.
I don't know. My wife really gets mad when I play the dumb card. Not that I'm really dumb, but I play a little bit more dumb card on the old photography and stuff. So she really doesn't like that when I do that.
But 10, yeah. So from a guy like you that didn't think we should do a podcast to now into 10 episodes.
And it has not gotten any better. It
That's
is a
because
struggle
you watch a
every day.
YouTube video every week. Hey, I'm going to try something new. And it jacks stuff up every time.
No, it didn't even jack it up.
It just deleted it. We don't even need what we've had recorded in the past to make things easier.
I don't know what you're talking about. Either way, we're trying to make this a happy episode. This is happy episode number 10. So, I did a lot of research. I call it my white research. Means I absolutely did nothing for this episode.
And the episode before that, and the episode before that.
No. It was only one episode back.
No, 2. This is the third week in a row where you bring nothing to the table.
I heard a Would You Rather that's stolen today. Would you like to do that?
Why not? I mean, you just copy everybody else anyway. Let's just do it.
Okay. What would you rather do? Oh, man. Would you rather explore space or explore the ocean?
The ocean.
I agree. The ocean. And that's what all three of them said, because space is scary. I don't really know what's out there. Not that I know everything in the ocean, but...
I think as of right now, the ocean is a lot more realistic than me ever exploring space.
Oh my gosh, this is not... Alright, that was horrible, would you rather.
Well, I blame you.
Like, it's not would you rather. No, these are your two options. It's not feasible. Like, you don't...
I didn't say it wasn't feasible. I just said I would have more chances to do the ocean now versus space. So I would choose something that I'd have more chances of doing.
So you would call yourself an oceanographer?
An oceanographer?
Instead of a spaceography.
Now you're just making things up.
Okay, anyways, that was a boring session.
So, how was your weekend?
My week, I couldn't even tell you what I did this weekend. I really have no clue.
Probably had a lot of YouTube involved.
Yeah. But
we should check your phone to see that screen time?
No, do not bring up screen. My wife, she's like, I was like, look, I'm down 15%. And she's like, you're still on it 8 hours. So, but I should be getting a new phone here pretty soon. So
the upgrade, huh?
Oh yeah, the upgrade. Thursday, I think it is when I'll upgrade.
Well, so speaking of screen time, what is your top app? What's the number one thing that you look at most of?
I wouldn't even know. Let's see here. Screen time. Oh, you dropped it. That was not me. That was you. I don't know how to get to it. There it is. Screen time.
And for those of you that don't have an iPhone,
you suck at life.
They came up with something new. It's not new, but they came to find it easier to find out what you spend the most time on your phone. I'm sure Androids probably have the same type of function, but
yeah, probably like 4 phones ago. Apple honestly is a little bit behind. Today it was podcasts actually. I did listen to a lot of podcasts, but overall, over the last week, I am actually down 52% from last week. 5 hours and 33 minutes per day. So I feel like that's pretty good.
All right. So what's your most used app? First one.
Facebook.
My most used app is Messages.
Yeah. See, I don't have anybody to talk to, so...
You message me all the time. You and another guy. Every time I'm hunting this week, bzz, bzz, it was either you or Special K.
Well, I will honestly say I've never actually hunted with a smartphone because, I mean, it's been a while since I've hunted, so... and then Axe Champ. It's a really good game.
Axe Champ.
Axe Champ. You just pretty much just throw an axe.
All right. Well, you want to know what my number 2 is?
What's that?
It's my Bible app.
No, look at me. I'm
See,
all
right
holier
there.
than thou. You probably just leave it on and then,
And then it's a close third to Snapchat and Instagram.
Safari next, and then Brick and Balls. That's also another. I'm a big game player, but and then Maps because I drive.
Because you get lost a lot.
No, I like to set the GPS no matter where I go to see if I can beat it.
I know a lot of people to do that. Go on long trips. Oh, we can beat that time.
Oh yeah. Like last week, I don't think, or the week before, it added 30 minutes to my trip because there was a little bit of traffic on Jeff City Bridge.
Remember
bridge?
Remember the trip to regionals?
Yeah.
And the map suggested an alternate route because of construction. So we went off from the boondocks. Remember that? And it didn't end up saving us any time. It actually took us longer. So we decided not to listen to the Siri the rest of the... I guess it's Siri. The rest of the trip.
But our next trip, I will have Apple CarPlay. So it'll be even cooler.
So basically your weekend...
I went shopping. Kids went to the grandma's side of Thanksgiving. And then we took care of some shopping. And that's really what we did. Did
you give them their shirts?
No, they're still sitting on the bed behind me.
You didn't take them the shirts?
They weren't really hurted. Jeez.
Feelings hurt?
Yeah, they're like, it's fine. You can wait till next week. So I was like, I'm only going to be here for like a day and a half, 2 days.
Oh,
so
man.
I will get them their shirts. I will put them in my bag tonight.
Well, my weekend consisted of basketball tournament on Saturday. And then we went out to dinner. I made a bonehead move at dinner. I made a comment that kind of hurt my wife's feelings. So I felt pretty bad about that. I didn't mean it the way it came out, but I pulled a pummel and completely said the wrong way in the wrong text from what I meant.
Okay, so that's not pulling a pummel. Pummel means everything that he says.
Well, even if you don't, you'll say that you do, just because you don't want to go back on your word and apologize.
I will never go back on the word.
So
it's principle.
So speaking of apologies, got anything?
Oh yeah. I need to apologize for 3 episodes ago when I was talking about how well I was cleaning like a housewife. And I would like to apologize. I said my wife doesn't clean. It's not necessarily a true statement. She doesn't clean to my standards. So, I mean, I'm guessing it's my fault because I'm the guy. So, because I have such high standards, which are not very that high. But,
you got a long weekend coming up at home, right?
Oh, yeah, I have another apology. Couple episodes ago, I mentioned softball friends, my wife's friend. I want to clarify, that was a mistake on my part. I meant to say my wife's friend, not my friend, because she got a little excited because I said, oh, you're my friend. But, that's all the apologies I got.
Well, we need to pull back that we are not sponsored by anybody. That was a false statement.
Yes,
to poke the bear. That was the only reason why you said that. So, she'll hear this. No apologies. Okay. We'll see. So to carry on with my weekend, since your apologies suck.
I gave you 2 apologies. How much more do you want from me?
You ever have game night at the house? Minus gaming on your phone or like board games, card games, stuff like that?
No. My wife's family, they play a lot of board games, but I'm more on the whole video games side of things.
Tech side of things. Well, so we had some low-tech games this weekend. Started off with Life, and my son wanted to play, and he's like, life's hard. Which
I get it. Life's hard.
Right? But Dad dominated that game.
That's
winner, chicken dinner.
My big game is Monopoly.
And then
I don't dominate anybody.
Uno. Played around at Uno with the kids and the wife, and guess who won that? That's right. This guy.
Your wife?
No.
Because she's the smartest person I've ever met.
No, it's too late. You had your chance.
Nope.
So domination on game night on Sunday. It was good just to stay in and play, and I think everyone had a good time. But so it's overall, minus my blunder of terrible words, was a good weekend. The girls went 1-1 at the basketball tournament, came in second place. And
50-50.
And then, I guess Monday, on our day off, had to travel to Brookfield to watch another game, and they were playing the same team that beat them, and by beat them, they beat them bad during the tournament. So, but they came back out, they fought hard, lost by 8, I think, what the final score was. So it was definitely a turnaround from the Saturday's game. So basketball, it's been quite the adventure so far. But we're going into Thanksgiving week. Luckily, we had this one day to get this done because tomorrow both of us are out. Basically, a 5-day weekend? Is that right?
I think
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 5 days.
Yeah, we figured probably not working 100% full day tomorrow.
Well, we'll get the early out rule.
Yeah.
But any traditions for Thanksgiving? Anything you're looking forward to? Or
so my dad's side of the family is very, very well versed. So we've got my dad's sister-in-law, his brother's wife, and she's Italian from like Boston. So, and then my cousin married a Hispanic guy. So I'm gonna have a Boston or like a Italian/Mexican Thanksgiving. I'm pretty stoked.
That's like right up your alley, isn't it?
Like our last Thanksgiving was just like they call it Mexican Thanksgiving. Oops, Jesus, that was
you.
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah, we had carnitas. It's the greatest thing ever.
That's like perfect. I mean, that's you.
Well, yeah, but everybody likes it. I mean, like, don't tell me that you wouldn't mind having some carnitas for.
I don't know. For Thanksgiving, I like a traditional Thanksgiving. So
boring.
Well,
you also like Ben Bergeron's podcast, so
this year it's we're having it at our house. So whoever house we go to is usually one that's tasked with cooking the turkey. So the kids, my sister came up with the idea for the kids to have drumsticks. So turkey drumsticks for them. So we're roasting drumsticks, and then I'm smoking a whole turkey. We may not be eating turkey. I have to start the smoker around 3 in the morning.
I was going to say, I would figure, frying would be a little quicker. I mean, it is a little bit more dangerous, but...
I've never fried one either, maybe next year, but... So we're going to go with the old smoked turkey and see what happens.
Yeah, we've had a few. My cousin Lupe, he likes to, test out different things. So he's fried one, smoked one, I think, once, and it's pretty good family. On my wife's side, so usually we only do those two main sides. My sister-in-law just had a baby, so that means no Thanksgiving. Additional Thanksgiving. Not that I mind Thanksgivings. It's just like after you have we used to do 4, on a minimum.
We got the 2,
so,
my side, her side.
So it gets a bit exhausting after,
Well, luckily it's not on the same day. So we'll have Thanksgiving on my side on Thursday, and then we'll go to her family's on Saturday. And her mom always cooks a spread for an army. Her cousin actually killed an elk this year, and he's going to smoke a couple elk hams, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
You know who didn't kill an elk? Rich Browning. Didn't see a thing.
Well, it's a gamble.
I mean, he saw a lot of whitetail and I think mule deer, but I was listening to his podcast today, and he's like, didn't kill anything. But, for the most part, we do, on our mom's side, we mostly do the dinners at our house, which means that it's a lot more work for my wife. Not so much me.
You're holding on the couch?
No, I actually stay in my bedroom. I'm what they call a social butterfly. But a lot of young kids, so a lot of screaming. I love my niece to death, but she is loud.
Well,
loud.
Just for a few hours. That's all you got to deal with.
Now she's got a baby sister, so I'm sure that baby is not sleeping at all.
But so that's pretty much your middle week, or you got stuff on the weekend too? You got
no,
a potential.
Actually, we might be going up to her sister's to see the new baby this weekend, depending on schedules and stuff. But mostly, yeah, Thursday, Kansas City, Thanksgiving. Like I said, my aunt's side from Boston's coming down, so they don't come down very often. About once every 3 or 4 years at best. And then, come back. Shop Thursday night.
Are you going Black Friday?
Yeah, we try to minimize it now with all the online shopping and stuff, but just a few things. Of course, myself and my dad, we get the phones, or we alternate every year. So myself and my dad get one year, and then my mom and my wife get one the next year. So the kids get our leftovers, so they're pretty stoked.
About the upgrade?
Yeah, so they get their, one gets an iPhone 7, and then my dad, he was a little offset, so he's got the iPhone 6, so...
Yeah, my daughter's looking for an upgrade, too.
So, yeah, the rule is they're not allowed to have new phones. So, and the way that my oldest treats phones, it's probably a good...
That's a good good system to stay with.
Dad, my phone's not working. Well, maybe you shouldn't drop it so many times. But she's stoked about my phone, because it's got like a gazillion gigs of data. Space.
Yeah.
Because we ended up getting a higher one because I think that they were out of the other one, so.
Well, don't you also have something else coming up this weekend? An event, or not an event,
well,
you're going to do something new. You're trying something new this week.
Yeah, if everything works out and stuff. But yeah, I did get invited to go gigging with an old coworker.
And let's let them know what this. It's not gigging frogs.
No. Apparently, it's gigging fish. That was actually one of my questions because I never went gigging, but we always called gigging frogs, so.
Well, you'll be looking for suckers, red horse, bony bottom feeder type fish. It's fun.
I guess you just use a spotlight or something.
Well, on the front of the boat, they usually have floodlights, and they focus down into the water, and then you're traveling along, and you're hanging off the edge of the boat over a railing, and you have probably a 10-foot pole with a frog gig on it that's probably 6 inches wide. So and it's harder than you think. So
I'm not.
So which shoulder's bum? Is there your throwing shoulder?
Okay. No. And I asked him that. I was like, well, what about torn? Well, whatever. I have labrum, rotator cuff, one of them two things. He's like, no, you should be good. So,
well, on my previous job before I came on board to this one, my old partner, he grew up in southern Missouri around the Current River, Eminence area, and that's big medicine down there, as he would say. They all have jet boats and floodlights and generators. It's a big event. It starts in September 15th and runs, I think till January or February timeframe. But so we lived over by Stockton Lake, and on the Sauk River, but down below the dam, he asked us to come for the first time. Well, at that time, my wife, this was December time frame. I came back from one of my events in March. She's been gone for a while. She ended up, I don't know how it happened, pregnant with our first child.
Yeah.
And so she wants to go gigging with us. Great, come on. So there she is, big old pregnant belly. The belly's big, not her.
I would never say that about your wife. So.
And she's trying to. She can't get it up close enough to the bar, because of her belly. So she's ended up putting, hanging over the bar to gig. But she did it, man. She was in there and she was slaying fish, and that was one of her first times gigging. But I took my father-in-law once, and that was kind of a hoot. If you've ever met my father-in-law, I don't know if you have,
stories,
but he's got some stories.
Maybe.
But gigging, I think you're gonna dig it. I can't wait to hear the stories.
Yeah, we'll see if I go. It really kind of depends.
Don't fall off the boat.
I won't fall off the boat. I am agile and I have coordination like no other. I would like to also try to figure out why I'm the bad guy in this situation with not on the apology side, because I'm pretty sure in the last 3 weeks you said you've slug bugged your wife, and
She
you
slug bugged
also
me back.
I'm just saying, I
She wasn't big. Her belly was big. It had my baby.
yeah.
So
Keep backpedaling there, buddy.
no, don't try to flip this on me. I already apologized to her.
Why did you apologize?
For my blunder this weekend because I have poor choice of words. So the video, hey, we had first full recording, and you still griped at me because of the editing that you had to do.
Yeah, because you made me cuss, and also the video placement was not what I wanted. I'm literally just sprawled back in the couch.
In your normal posture. That's how you normally are. Just like you had me take down a picture on the Facebook page.
It was a very not flattering picture.
So, after everything that went down, after last week's episode, Landon, he had some moments on the podcast where he dropped a few curse words.
A few.
And we had to do some editing. Then he decides, hey, I'm hungry, I'm going to cook dinner. So he starts warming something up. And he pulls it out of the microwave and just dumps it upside down. All over the floor. It even went like 5 feet. Rice splattered 5 feet and landed on the bathroom door.
I didn't get a bite. I mean, there was a shrimp on top of the box. So I was just gambling that was safe. So I ate that piece of shrimp, which wasn't really even cooked that well. And then I think I ate a piece of shrimp that was up on the counter that managed to,
that goes into my next subject. So, I mean, you had that happen, and you're eating microwavable meals because we're lacking water right now. So basically, you've had your first week of not having water.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I did discover that you can still use the facilities. I about froze to death and had another incident that we will not go into.
What?
It was about a bad deal, let me tell you. I remember all my buddies having these stories while we were overseas and stuff of just bad timing and not being around facilities, and certain things happen, and I always laughed at them. So I just don't want that to happen to me. So
you mean talking boom boom?
Yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, I probably could have done a few different choices of pit stops, but I decided to wait it out about as long as possible. But yeah, so that happened, but.
Well, so, I mean, how's this? You're very, you talk about working out. You talk about diets at time, how much you hate them, how much they're lame. But with, the ability to cook, or at least clean up after you cook. So, do you think it can be sustainable on the diet that you're going on? I know that eating out all the time is not
sustainable.
It's not cost effective. You don't always eat the best. You can only eat so many bean burritos.
Hey, I can eat Taco Bell for $2.40. Thank you very much.
But so, I mean, do you foresee you continue on the path with the microwave meals, or?
Yeah, because I've found a few that are I don't know. I like to keep it. Now, granted, I have a few extra calories here or there depending on what I'm. But for the most part, as long as I don't know, I try to keep my breakfast at like under 300. I found these little frittatas, which I think are amazing. So, they're about $2.40, and then on average, I don't know, I gotta have my Chipotle bowls of some sort, and I buy those they're less than $500, and then kind of mix it up. Supper's really what gets me in trouble.
Aren't they pretty high in sodium though?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's all calories in versus calories out at the very end of the day. That's really what's gonna maintain or make sure that you're not going over. I realize that there's certain things, but that's all dialing in and more in the whole performance. And let's face it, I got a bum arm and I got an appointment, and pretty much you're gonna have to take care of me.
No, you're gonna have to just suck it up, Buttercup.
You're gonna have to set up all the podcast gear, and let's see how long it takes you to figure it out.
Well, let's see.
Well, actually, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but yeah, we might be getting a new piece of equipment. Maybe, fingers crossed. Gonna wait a couple weeks, see how it works.
Depends on how that apology went.
Huh? Oh crap! I should probably put all that. I love you. I'm the first person to say I love you on the podcast. I'm not saying it to you. Okay. I'm saying it to my wife.
Let's make sure that the crowd knows who that goes to. I don't
You're my favorite wife of all times. You're my only wife. That's what my kids say to me. They're like, "You're my favorite dad. You're my only dad." I was like, "Thanks, you little crapheads."
My mother-in-law says she always tells me that I'm her favorite son-in-law. Well, I'm her only son-in-law.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking the other son-in-law. I was like, well, what about what's his name? It's just kind of
different family.
Yeah, different side of the family. So, I don't know. I'm usually the favorite of everybody. I mean, my parents love me a whole lot better than they love my sister. So, that's what I tell people.
Well, I have a question to the people, meaning our listeners.
Okay.
My question is, how do you open a bottle of wine? Meaning, which direction do you try to take the cork?
Up.
Normal people usually pull the cork out. No one likes the taste of a cork.
Well, guess what? Now I got cork wine.
But you today decide to go the other route and push the cork
make me look like
through.
Okay.
It's still floating in the bottle. Check the Instagram feed so that you see that I am not lying.
Okay, let me clarify though. I tried the spiral thingy.
It's called a corkscrew.
That's what I'm talking about. And I screwed it in, and I pretty much stripped out the corkscrew. Let's put it that way. In lemon turn. Ooh, guess what I did? No, I did do something this week, and I remembered. I did the manliest thing, because I don't do a lot of manly things, let's face it.
I'm glad you point that out.
I cleaned out the gutters.
Oh, you did, or your dad did?
No, I did. I mean, my dad was
under his direction?
Look, if there's one thing my dad likes doing, it is bossing me around. But
I actually got
hear
up there. The conversation between you two.
Well, we have a different. He's fallen off the ladder a lot more times than me. By that means I've never fell off the ladder for a good reason, because I make sure it's sturdy before I go up there. He's an old bridge inspector, so he likes to take his life a little bit. I mean, that's nothing for him. But yeah, I cleaned out the gutters. It was cold. My hands were frozen. Little wet leaves. There was a lot of leaves. I've never seen so many leaves in my entire life. But yeah, I did that. I don't know. Some people could say I'm probably the manliest man there is. So
clean it. Way to go, buddy.
Ooh, and
you got something else?
Gosh, yeah, I forgot all this.
So after you screw up the bottle,
I can't believe I forgot my whole weekend. I just remembered it all. So I went and took my daughter and her two friends, twins. Didn't look a bit alike, so I'm guessing the other kind of twins. And my other daughter. So I had 4 kids by myself. I realized that
Please tell me what movie you went and watched.
I went and watched. I know this movie. It's the Harry Potter one. Fantastic Beasts 2: Crimes of Grindelwald with my kids. And
was the movie more for them or more for you?
I don't know if I'm up for Dad of the Year right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm beating you. So.
No, I just beat my kids at board games all weekend.
So yeah, I took them out there, and while I was there, I heard the little girl in the back. She goes, "Wow, your dad's car's really cool." And I'm like,
Oh my
and
God!
then
How
I guess-
big did your head swell
I
up?
guess she told my wife about it. Colby did. Told my her mom. She goes, so whatever her friend's name is. Not the I don't remember names that well, but she's like, she told Dad that her car was really cool.
Her car?
Or my car was really cool, and she goes, he's gonna get a big head. It's like, my daughter knows who I am.
I wondered why it was so hard to slide those headphones on your head this weekend. Or this week.
I wore a hat to the gym the other day, and
Head hurt?
yeah, gosh. This is like one size fits all. No, not for my big head.
It's a melon.
And I definitely, I had to say a prayer because I demolished my shoulders. I had to take a moment of silence because it was just bad.
You're an idiot.
Huh?
You're an idiot.
Well, they're gonna fix it anyway, so why does it matter? Maybe. Or they might just say you're not doing surgery, and then I've got to figure out differently. But otherwise, we've hit our 30-minute mark. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'll save it. It's
Okay.
one last thing, but
So
episode 10.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, this is
because you
millennial
don't come
excellence.
up with any other
Give me
topics
I don't know
for
why
the podcast. I need to save some material for next week.
Well, next week's gonna be a difficult podcast.
Why is that?
I feel like timing's not gonna work out for us.
Are you
So,
taking a day off? Is that what you're saying?
We might see each other in 3 weeks. Are we doing that? Or you? I don't know. I just figured you'd quit the podcast by now. I didn't feel like we have to worry about this.
I think you're just hoping that I quit the podcast.
Well, yeah, because, then I'm going to have the Landon show.
I'm taking my toys and leaving.
You know what? I'm going to buy new toys. Thanks to my lovely, beautiful wife.
No, we will be back next week.
We might be back next week. I can't make no promises. I feel like I
How
found
can you
something
not
wrong.
bring that up beforehand? You're an
Because
idiot.
it's not next week. What do you mean? Don't call me.
You
an
can't
idiot.
bring
I
it-
don't like it when you
You
call me. an
can't
idiot.
bring it up in the middle of where, hey, tune in next week. Landon does something dumb. That's what it's
That's
gonna
every
be.
week. It's like Landon's dumb ideas, escapades. But either way, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Gosh, the numbers are horrible. We need to start getting the word out more. And then other than that, I mean, I don't have a lot of shout outs. Shout out to my wife. She's my favorite. Shout out to Bobby Bones for winning Dancing with the Stars. I'm pretty stoked. I mean, I'm literally giddy. I can't believe he did it. And then, shout out to my favorite person in the whole world other than my wife, and that's your wife. I mean, she's cool.
Too late. Don't even. This
the
is
t-shirts
done.
are amazing. My kids are gonna love them when they actually finally see them.
Next time they come down.
Hey, they're coming down next week or the week after. So,
All right.
Fun.
Well, folks, thanks for listening. Let your people know. Get the word out. We'd really appreciate it. If you got comments, please leave comments. And we will see you next week.
all right, ready, out.
Oh.